shouldn't you maybe take me to dinner first? Buy me a cocktail. What's going on, guys? I just wanted to take a little bit of time out and go over some things that you should not say to a person in a wheelchair. Don't get me wrong. I don't think questions are bad. I'm pretty much an open book. I will try to answer anything that I'm asked, but there is a time and a place for everything. And with being in a wheelchair for 30 years, you can imagine the type of things that I've been asked in the most random places possible. There is one particular story that I do want to share with you. And me and my daughter was in Walmart in the checkout line. There was a lady in front of us, and she had a cart full, and when I say full, I mean full of groceries. She had a toddler standing on the outside and a toddler on the inside in the basket part. You could barely see the toddler on the inside because there was so much stuff. We were just sitting there waiting for her to put her stuff up on the checkout belt. Me and my daughter are talking, we're minding our own business, and I hear her say, "What's wrong with you?" So I just kind of look around. I didn't know she was talking to me. And she goes, "Excuse me, why are you in a wheelchair?" I kind of glance at her. And in my mind, to myself, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, Chatty Cathy, what is wrong with you? In the middle of the afternoon, in your Cookie Monster pajama pants, with a bun on the top of your head that looks like it hasn't been brushed in 2 days, and there could possibly be baby birds living in there. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's figure out what's wrong with me. Now, I did not say that because I'm not a rude person. So I just kind of told her the shorter version of the story, that I was paralyzed when I was a baby, paralyzed from the waist down, left it at that. So she keeps going on about her business. Mind you, the toddler in the cart has nothing but a shirt on. No pants, no socks, no shoes, soiled diaper to where it is physically leaking out on the ground. Crazy ridiculous. So she just continues to put her groceries up there. She turns around and asks me again, "Well, is that your daughter?" Turn around, look at my daughter, and I was like, "Yeah." At this time, my daughter's like standing there awkwardly, and she is like so protective over me, so she's just like standing there kind of twirling her hair like, talk to my mom again, and we're probably gonna go at it. I said, "Yeah, that's my daughter." "Oh, well, she's pretty." And I said, "Thanks. Did you have her?" I'm kind of looking around, look down at my body, and I did say this out loud. "Can't you tell? My body's pretty much ruined." "Yep, I had her." Her response was, "I didn't know people in wheelchairs could have kids." It's kind of like she didn't believe me. So she just keeps asking questions. She's kind of, not really believing me too much. So at this time, I'm kind of in a sarcastic mood because all I want to do is pay for my groceries and get out of Walmart. She keeps on. Pretty much says, that she didn't know people in wheelchairs could have kids, and they thought a lot of them adopted, this and that. Mind you, with my hair dark like this, my daughter does look a lot like me, so you can obviously tell she's my kid. So after about 5-10 minutes of this, I've pretty much had enough. And I say, "No, I'm like one of them psycho moms on Lifetime and I baby napped her." Her reaction was priceless. My daughter's standing there. She is laughing. This lady turns around. She pays for her groceries. She takes her screaming kids. Meanwhile, while she's putting the stuff on the belt, talking to me, asking, pretty much not believing this is my child. Her child is hanging half out of the cart onto the belt, probably gonna fall, hit its head, have a concussion. She takes her groceries and her kids and she leaves. Funniest story ever. Some of the other questions that I get. You're too pretty to be in a wheelchair. Thanks, I guess. I didn't know you had to be ugly to be in a wheelchair. But I'll take that one as a compliment. One of the other ones that I get, and I can tell you I've gotten this from 15-year-old kids to 60-year-old women, from people at work, people at college, my friends' moms, you name it. I've gotten it. Anybody, anywhere. Can you have sex?
Say what?
If you don't know this person, and you are in the middle of a grocery store, or you are at work, and this is the first time meeting this person, and they pop off with, "Can you have sex?" My first thought is, shouldn't you maybe take me to dinner first? Buy me a cocktail. Something before we just dart right into that question. Now, normally, depending on who it is and where we're at, I'll answer yes. I'm not going to sit there and go into detail. I'm not going to take my clothes off and be like, "Do you want a demonstration?" I probably should, just to see the reaction. I'm like that. I think that'd be hilarious, but I don't. But yeah, people really have no filters. They ask me that anywhere, all the time. This really isn't a question. This is something that I get a lot. People say, "I'm sorry that you're like this." Don't be sorry. I make the best of it. It might be an inconvenience in some ways, but I don't let it get me down. So please do not be sorry for me. Another one is, how do you drive a car? Depending on where we're at, if my car is nearby, that one I will take them out and show them, because that is something that people are just naturally curious about, and it is kind of neat to see. Another one is, a lot of people will tell me, "I'm glad I'm not in a wheelchair."
You suck!
And it's kind of like, you know what? I'm glad you're not either. Because honestly, you probably could not handle it. It takes a strong-willed individual, and for somebody that's just going to come up and ask somebody random questions that you don't know like that, I don't think you can handle it. Another one in public. Can I try your wheelchair? What, do you want me just to stand up and let you sit down? Because if that's the case and I could do that, I probably wouldn't be sitting in this right now. Now, I don't mind you trying my wheelchair by no means, but I kind of gotta have it. So that one there is kind of self-explanatory. Some that I get when people see me out in public or even around my house, wow, I didn't know you could pick that up. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could reach that. Really, there is no limitations. I push myself, I get the job done, and it kind of does make me feel better when people say stuff like that, because it's like, you kind of proved them that you can do anything that you want to do. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I just wanted to give you a few things on what not to say to a person in a wheelchair. Like I said before, it is perfectly fine to ask people that you see out in wheelchairs questions. Just be mindful of the setting, the type of question that you're asking. I just want to say thank you to all of the new subscribers that have joined over the past few days, and for everybody else that has joined over the past 2 weeks. Keep the support coming. It is much appreciated. And for those of you that have not, please hit that like button, that subscribe button. And if you have any comments or suggestions for me, drop them in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one.